Welcome back! Today on Dialed In DIY, I've got an awesome set of life hacks for using charcoal for purposes other than cooking. The list of potential uses for charcoal is huge, especially if you're using the activated charcoal. But today, we're just using regular charcoal, and there's a lot of great things you can do with it. In a previous video, I made smash bags and showed some uses for them, but if I'm being completely honest, I made them for this project. Don't worry if you don't have a smash bag, you can use other bags too. It's just a cloth bag will make a lot less mess when you actually get to the smashing part. You could use charcoal briquettes also, but I'm using the lump charcoal for one reason, because I have it lying around and I'm not using it, and two, because I do like the fact that it is a little bit more natural and doesn't have any chemicals added for fire starting purposes. It makes it more versatile for uses other than just what I'm showing today. The reason I'm taking the somewhat gentle smashing approach to this is because I don't really want to pulverize it. I want it to be with some different degrees of consistency when we're done, and not just pure powder. So now I grabbed a glass bowl and an old food strainer, which is perfect for this next step. I'm keeping the opening of the bag low and pouring slowly because, as you'll notice, there's a lot of dust powder that starts to come up, which is why you want to be wearing a dust mask at it. So this is perfect. The strainer has a couple of different sized chunks left behind, and the bowl has a pretty fine powder. Since I'm not going to be using all of this at once, I'll first show you how I keep it stored before I start showing you how I use it. Alright, so I said there's a lot of stuff you can do with this, including filtration, staining, art projects, and even skincare stuff. But first, I have a big test for odor and moisture control. So here's the scenario. It's blazing hot outside, and I'm getting ready to leave town for a few days. And my outside trash can is full of stuff that just smells horrible. So before this sits sealed up baking in the sun, I'm going to drop in a couple of cups of the coal bits, and then I'll top it off with just a little bit of the powder too. I'll be honest, I wasn't sure how well it was going to work, but when I got back in town I opened the lid, and there was no blast-foul stench, and the typical humidity that would come rushing out wasn't there either. I've also been using this to control moisture and odors on a smaller scale, by taking the same approach that I've used in a couple of previous videos when I've made odor eliminators and desiccant packets. Feel free to try out that method, or grab a bowl, dump some charcoal in it, or put some in an old sock. Then use them in an attic, trash can, workshop, garage, basement, storage, or anywhere you need a little extra help controlling odor and humidity. Thank you for stopping by Dialed In DIY and checking out my video about a couple of my favorite charcoal hacks. While you're here, I'd really love it if you'd click that thumbs up and let me know you stuck through the video. Possibly even click subscribe and ring the bell so you can get notification about future videos. Got some great charcoal hacks of your own? Share them with us in the comments below. And then come back to check us out again in the future, because there will be plenty more Dialed In DIY to come.